And hello, it's Daniel. Welcome to the very last aggressive basic tutorial. In this last tutorial we will learn together how to stall a pipe. We will learn the frontside stall and the backside stall. And these both stalls are the most important basics for the aggressive inline skating. And so let's begin by learning. As you just saw, we will learn the frontside stall and the backside stall. And we will start by learning the frontside stall. Well, before we learn them, we will take a look at the proper position for doing a stall. And that's easy. While skating on the ground and pipe, we keep one foot in front of the other foot. And we also keep our knees bent. But while doing a stall, we put our feet side by side. And whether we skate in the pipe or we do a stall, we keep our knees bent. So let's begin by learning the frontside stall. You should know the frontside stall is one of the most easy tricks. But anyway, many people are afraid of doing this trick. But hey, I was also afraid, and now I will show you how to overcome your fear. For that, just begin in the most simple way you can. First, look for the lowest quarter pipe at your local skate park. There we will start become familiar with quarter pipes or mini ramps. And that means we start by just skating on the pipe. We skate on the pipe as often as necessary until we become familiar with the angle of the rounded surface and feel comfortable doing this. Because while we do that, we will learn how much speed we need to skate on the top of the quarter pipe. First, try to skate as high as possible and as high as you feel comfortable doing this, and then skate backwards. But step by step we will skate higher and higher. We repeat it as often as necessary until we have reached the coping. And the first exercise we can do is to just touch the coping with one skate. After that, try to reach the coping with both skates at the same time. That means we will land on the coping with our grooves, the grooves between our wheels. And for the most people at this point it's the hardest point. Then the most people are afraid to do 180 of the stall back to the pipe, the rounded surface. But I will try helping you to overcome your fear. So for overcoming your fear, first try skate on the top of the pipe, the upper surface. And while doing that, it's very important to skate over the coping. If you feel good doing that, try to stall for a brief moment. Then lean to the upper surface and skate or let you fall onto the upper surface. And now if you feel comfortable doing so, try to do your first real stall and skate backwards. And this you should repeat as often as necessary. To feel more safe and become better and better, try to keep up one foot while doing a stall. Bend your knees as much as you can and also try to move your skates to the left or to the right while doing a stall. This will help you to feel safer and safer. And step by step, try to do not place your skates directly next to each other. Instead of that, try to keep a space between them. And these movements will help you to get a better control. And well, if you feel comfortable doing so, it's time to do your first stall with 180 off to the pipe. Should you be still afraid doing that, I recommend to watch my how to drop in, how to sit in and how to jump in tutorial. This will help you a lot, the link you will find down below the video. Well, while jumping off of the stall, try to jump off upward, not sideways. That's very important to not slide off. Then 180s come from turning your body, not from pushing off of the coping sideways. And while we are doing a 180, we always try to lean forward. With that I mean we try to lean our body forward. And we also put our body weight to the front, but not too much. Just remember, never lean backwards. So in case of a fall, in this way you will fall down forward on your knee or elbow pads. And that means you won't hurt yourself. Good, while landing your 180, keep one foot in front of the other and keep your knees bent. It helps you a lot to maintain balance. And now it's time to become more familiar doing the frontside stall 180 off. And become more familiar doing this trick, we should try practice this trick on as many pipes and ramps as we can. Lastly, try to do the frontside stall in a row as often as possible. Believe me, it helps a lot for practicing the trick. Let me make an example. Drop in a mini ramp or half pipe and do your stall on both sides of the ramp. And simply repeat it as often as it works in a row. The last tip I have for you is, while standing in a stall, try to avoid touching the pipe with your front and your back wheels. Just try to touch the coping with your groove. You will see from time to time you will become more familiar with the different pipes and copings, and soon you will improve your posture and feel comfortable doing so on every pipe you want. So, you got it, and now it's time to learn the backside stall. Similar to the frontside stall, we will learn the backside stall step by step. In the beginning, we will become familiar doing a 180 on the rounded surface of the pipe or ramp. And that means from try to try we will skate higher and higher. Again, we repeat it as often as necessary until we have reached the coping while landing a 180 and until we feel comfortable doing this. As we did it by learning the frontside stall, at the beginning just try to touch the coping with your skates. Do not try to make a real stall. Just touch the coping and skate down instantly. If you feel comfortable doing so, you may begin to make your first small stall. For this, step by step, try to lean more backwards while landing the 180 on the coping. In this way you will be able to do your first short backside stall. And believe me, from time to time you will increase the duration of your backside stall. And now we are at a point where the most people have fear. But there are some tips to learn the backside stall and overcome the fear. The first thing is, while jumping on the coping, take a look over your shoulder. Try to focus the point of the coping you will land your 180 and stall. When you did it, try to make a real jump of the pipe onto the coping and you will see you will have more time focusing on the coping. Moreover, for your first times it will be much easier when you will do a real drop onto the coping. And lastly, I have a few more tips to overcome your fear. First, try to just focus on the upper surface of the pipe and jump onto it. This helps you to become comfortable doing the 180 and landing backwards and horizontal on a ramp. And from time to time you will see your body will memorize the motion sequence. So in case if you do not hit the coping, you will not fall down. You will just jump onto the ramp. And this is the best way to overcome fear. And if you got it, at this point it's time to do your first real backside stall. Step by step, try to do not put your skates directly next to each other and always try to keep a space between. If you got it again, it's time for practicing the trick. That means do the backside stall on as many pipes and ramps as you can. Also try to do the backside stall in a row as often as possible. It helps a lot for practicing the trick. For example, drop in a mini ramp or half pipe and do your stall on both sides of the ramp. And repeat it as often as it works in a row. And soon you will see from time to time you will become more familiar with the different pipes and copings and you will improve your posture and feel comfortable doing so on every pipe you want. And now it's time for the last exercise you can do. Try to do both different stalls in a row. For example, at the beginning you may make a backside stall, then a frontside stall, then a frontside stall, then a backside stall, and so on. Furthermore, try doing so on as many objects as you can and always try to start with lower ramps and pipes and continue with higher ones. And well done, that's all. We have reached the end of this tutorial. I hope you guys liked it and I could help you. Stalling on a ramp or pipe is very important, feeling free while skating on them. And it also helps you to gain momentum for different tricks. It's also the best foundation for learning your first grinds on a pipe or mini ramp. And hey, I would like to congratulate you! You have also reached the end of the aggressive basics. From now it's time to practice the tricks you learned, and then it's time to continue with the aggressive advanced run tutorials. And in these tutorials I will show you the first airs, real grinds, wall stalls, spins and much more. So if you liked this video and this series, it would be very nice to help me. Just push the thumbs up button. Otherwise, just leave a comment and let me know what I can do better or give me some feedback. And hey, if you already learned these stalls, let us know how you have learned them. Maybe it helps someone else in the community. Well, for more videos, feel free to subscribe to my channel for free, and so you will never miss an upcoming video. And now it's time to say goodbye. Have fun while practicing and enjoy the time on your aggressive skates. Thanks for watching, don't break your bones, and we will see you at the next video.